5, 4, 3, 2, 1, 0. Ignition. Liftoff.
Okay. All right, now watch this one. This is a cute one. Does that look like a real cat?
Yeah.
Oh, the red light's on.
What? Oh, shoot. Do we stare at it?
No,
never mind.
I don't know. We'll
I
figure
guess
that
we're
out as we
here.
go. But absolutely.
Well, hi, I'm Richard Breen,
And I'm Dan Hayes.
and this is the...
Averett Show.
There we go.
Welcome. We have a lot to cover today, so
We
let's get
do.
right into it. I mean,
Pages and pages and pages of
and I apologize for making. Were you going to say you hate cats?
No, I don't hate cats.
Oh, okay, well, that's
Ooh, I
good.
would never say that.
Oh, okay.
I like dogs, but I don't
Okay,
hate
very
cats.
good.
Yeah.
Well,
So,
is it okay?
speaking of a cool cat, we have a guest today.
We do. We do.
Yeah.
He's
You wanna
a
introduce him?
wonderful guest. I don't know if we've had him on the show before.
I do not believe we have had him on. He wouldn't have come back.
If he had known, that's true. So
So-
why don't you introduce him? You know.
No. You introduce him because I'm
you.
reading the script.
Oh, okay, good idea. Absolutely. We'd like to introduce, we've got with us today, we've got Phil Wilson. He's the acting executive director of the Cougar Club today.
I like that.
You like
Wow,
executive-
what a title that is.
That's pretty
a
good.
great
Acting
title.
executive director.
Yeah.
Very good. So, but we've got a lot of great things that have been happening in athletics recently. Phil, welcome. We're glad you're here.
Yeah.
Appreciate
welcome.
it. Thanks for having me.
Absolutely. Have you been on the show before?
No, and I would come back though.
Ah, wow.
Just keep that in
Says
mind.
that now.
I shall make that note.
Excellent. Now, so tell us, now where are you from? You said, doesn't sound like you're from around here, are you?
No, I've been slowly working on the accent, but I'm originally from northeast of England, Middlesbrough, and I've been in the States now 10 years.
Very good. Well, welcome. We're glad to hear you're award-winning championship coach all in your own right, aren't you?
In my own right, yes. Working on making the rest of the men's soccer team that too.
Very
But I
good.
am
Excellent.
the head men's soccer coach here.
So absolutely. So in addition to being the executive director of the Cougar Club.
In addition, it's a busy life.
Very good.
So, how long have you been head coach?
This just finished my third season.
Okay.
Yeah,
Great.
so I was the assistant before that for 3 years, and then I was fortunate to transition to become the head coach. So it's been a fun transition.
Excellent. And you count as being an alumnus of Averett also.
I
don't
do,
you?
yeah. I got
Absolutely.
my Master's of Business from here in December of 2013.
Very good. Where'd you do your undergrad work?
Undergrad was a NAIA school in East Tennessee called Milligan College,
Very good. Very good. Have you heard of that one?
Milliken?
Milligan.
I have.
in
Very
Johnson
good.
City.
Excellent.
Yeah.
Oh, I've heard of Johnson City.
Johnson
Very
City,
good.
Tennessee, yeah.
Yeah.
Excellent.
They
Well,
have a baseball
welcome.
team there.
Do they?
Yeah. We play them in the Danville Braves play them.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. I
Very
don't know the
good.
name of them, but they do.
I'm sure they're nice
Johnson
folks.
City Cardinals. Cardinals, yeah.
Yeah, they might
very
be
good.
the Cardinals. Yeah. Farm team. Yeah.
Yep.
Excellent.
Anyway, so I know you're doing soccer, but we have you here to talk about other things today. Is that correct? Is that what we're doing, or are we
Yeah.
talking about soccer first?
No, that's perfect. That's perfect. I mean, because they've been doing a lot of neat things. That you're naturally in charge of the Student Athletic Advisory Council. Council?
Committee.
Committee.
Yeah.
Student Athletic
But if you want to council,
Advisory
Dan,
Committee.
we will go with council.
It works. Very
Yeah,
good. Now
so-
they did a big fundraiser recently. Can you tell us about that?
Yep, so SAC, the Student Athlete Advisory Committee, is a NCAA national organization to get students a little bit more involved, but they've just finished their Pennies for a Purpose, which is the USA South Conference spring, I guess, community service project,
Okay.
designed to fundraise from each university, and then they donate that money to an organization of their choosing. So we were fortunate, we just won it second year in a row.
Nice.
With a total of $4,511.
That's amazing.
It's a lot of pennies.
It's a lot of
Yeah,
pennies.
took them a lot of work to
So,
get to earn that, but
Do we know who that's going to go to, or
yeah.
what organization?
So that's going to be divided amongst the Jimmy V Foundation, the Multiple Sclerosis Foundation. Can't
yeah.
say it yet, English accent.
Right, good. Always
And
a good one.
then, and then RAIN, which is the Rave Abuse Incest National Network.
Oh, nice.
organization.
Okay,
Yeah.
great.
So
Very
three.
good. Now, how did they raise all these pennies? That's a lot of pennies to raise.
There's a few different events throughout the year. They'll raid faculty and staff offices a couple of times throughout the year.
Wow.
Yeah, just to get as
I
many
think they
pennies as
rolled
they
us
can.
over too. One day they came
Oh,
by
they
my
could've.
office.
They do.
Now, is this just in the conference, or is this schools as in other schools in the nation that we go up against, or is this in the USA South?
This is the one that we participate in. Is just the USA South
Okay.
initiative that started.
So 14 other schools that we beat.
Yep, basically,
Very
yeah.
good.
And I think it's the 10th year the conference has been doing it. So I believe they've donated close to 56,000 over 10 years.
That's nice.
That's pretty good.
Which is impressive.
So there was a big push recently that involved some farm animals.
Yeah.
Can you tell us about that?
Yep, so every spring, their main kind of fundraiser for it is putting pennies in a jar. So we have coaching staff and faculty and staff from main campus volunteer, I guess, to put their face on a jar, and throughout, I think it's a 6 to 8 week period, they try and get as many pennies in the jar as possible, and the person at the end of that time frame who has the most money in their jar technically wins and loses. So the person who raised the most money for the organization this year, their prize was they had to kiss a pig.
Excellent.
Alive, dead or alive?
Alive.
Okay.
Yeah,
Great.
and I believe it was a 3-second count on it too.
Whoa.
Yeah.
So who got that pleasure?
The pleasure of that was the Dean of Students, Leslie Villaros.
Excellent. Excellent.
Yeah. But also Dr. Franks got a hand involved too. So Dr. Franks also kissed the pig just to be a good sport, like we all know she is.
Excellent. She's a
Okay.
good role model for good sportsmanship.
Yeah,
Absolutely.
I guess so.
Very good. Now, there was a second place prize also, wasn't there?
Yeah, second place was a pie in the face, which has
Not nearly as
been
good as getting to kiss a pig, but
No, and that was the number one prize the last couple of years. So the SAC committee decided to up the ante a little bit this year and make it a little bit more interesting.
What kind of a pie?
I think it's just
I mean, shaving cream pie or
yeah,
like,
whipped cream pie.
Whipped cream. Oh, see, that would
Yeah.
bother me. Who got that one?
That one was the new head softball coach, Ashley Pyron.
Very good.
Ah,
Excellent.
Cool.
Now,
Go ahead. You can
didn't
segue right into it.
didn't she have a big win recently? She's had some success. This is her first year, but
Yep.
the softball team had some success this year.
Yeah, they've had,
they've had a
an
little.
excellent year, yeah. They've worked extremely hard as a team, came back in the USA Conference tournament final from being 3 runs down to advancing in the extra inning. So they beat Ferrum in the conference final to advance now to the national tournament. But
And they had beaten them the day before.
I
hadn't
believe
they?
so, yeah, during the actual
for the
tournament.
yeah.
Yeah.
So they played again. Did you watch any of the game?
I caught the last 3 innings over the weekend, which
was the most exciting.
awesome, yeah.
I mean, we're down by 3. We're running out of time. We score 3. Ferrum gets up. They score some more. We tie it up. 8th inning,
Oh,
pass
my
ball,
goodness.
in essence, runs in and that scores the winning run.
Yeah.
Very good.
But on top of that, they had 4 all-conference selections too, including the conference player of the year, Jessica Long. So they
She's
had
a
a
senior.
very good, senior. So what a way to
Local
send
girl,
it out.
isn't she? She's from this area, isn't she?
I believe she is, but I'm not really sure. I know that the rookie of the year is from this area.
Yeah.
She's a freshman from, I believe, Tunstall.
Very good.
So we had quite a good year for the team itself. I think they
Yeah.
played really well together, and they're not done. They'll find out in May, I believe. Who
Yeah,
they're
there's a
gonna play.
couple of weeks now. Where the USA South runs, they end the season a little earlier than some of the other conferences. So they've got some time, which is good. Rest a few of the girls maybe, and
Right.
start focusing on maybe some areas they need to improve on, and just hopefully, I think they'll first round of the national tournament. The regionals is the second weekend of May, I think.
I believe so. Yeah.
Yeah, so they've got a little bit of time, but a little bit of rest is always good too.
Tennis also did some things differently this year that had more success than they have in a lot of years, haven't they? Can you talk a little bit about those?
Yeah.
The men's and women's tennis team.
So the women, they had 2 all-conference selections, and Heidi was Player of the Year again for the USA South, and second year undefeated
In the
conference, yeah, for
So
the
2
spring
years.
season.
Undefeated.
For
Yes.
second
She
season,
went all last
second
year
year,
and this year undefeated.
which is, so she's only a sophomore, so
Right.
it's 2 more years to
They also
continue
made
that.
the conference
Yep.
tournament for the first time in like, is it 13 or 16
I-
years?
I know it's
You
been
can tell
a
I got
few
my
years.
stats with me today.
Yeah.
But I know it's been quite some time.
It's
And that was very
impressive.
exciting.
They've worked extremely hard, and Coach Poole and his new assistant Henry done an excellent job, spending a
Okay.
lot of time with individual development, and it's finally paid off. So,
And
they've-
how about the guys? How did they do? In
guys
the
did
tournament?
very well. They made it to the conference tournament championship match. Unfortunately, they got beat 6-3. I think was the final score off North Carolina Wesleyan, who were nationally ranked team. So,
Nice. Okay. So they had another great year.
Yeah.
For that.
That's amazing.
Yeah.
That's amazing.
Yeah.
Now let's say I'm sitting at home watching this on TV.
Yep.
And I've got kids, and I want them to have kind of an experience of getting a chance to work with people like Coach Poole and Coach Pyron and Coach
Coach
Phil
Wilson,
and
yeah.
Coach Wilson. Is there any way that I can get them to get some of that experience, a chance to be with people of that caliber?
Yeah, I mean, near enough. There's a high percentage of the teams here offer summer camps from June all the way through till basically the end of July. So
that's
the
a long
easiest
camp.
option would be.
It is a long camp. Wait a minute, I bet it's a bunch of different camps.
Oh, okay. Not just one big camp.
No, that
Oh,
would be
okay.
that would be a lot of camps.
That would be a lot of.
But I'm sure some kids would want to do that.
I know my son Nicholas
Yeah.
would. He'd be
Very
going,
true, yeah.
Okay, Dad,
First,
go to
why?
camp.
Yeah. Nice addition to school, right? Just
Yes.
send him off to summer
Send
camp.
him off to summer camp
For
at
8
Averett.
weeks.
You know, we'll talk to the president about that. So,
We're
but
interested.
they'll have what teams will have camps? This
Yeah,
summer?
so there's a full list on averettcougars.com. If you click on the fan zone tab at the top, there's a youth and summer camps tab that you click on, and it lists all the sports that offer summer camps and a link to their online registration portal. But
Okay.
we basically have, I've got my list here. We've got women's basketball is the first week of June. Then the second week is baseball, men's soccer, and softball. So that's a
Okay.
busy week. The following week, beginning the 19th through the 23rd, there's a baseball, soccer, and men's basketball camp.
You can't sign up, Dan. Leave it alone.
Another men's
can.
basketball camp at the end of June, and then going into July, there's actually the new sports. Men's and women's lacrosse have some camps.
Oh, right.
Oh,
you know, we'll
very
get
Yeah.
you to talk about those.
So
in a
men's
second.
lacrosse
So-
is July 9th and 10th, and then women's lacrosse have a camp the 28th and 29th of July, and in between that, there's another softball, volleyball, and golf camp. So
So we kind of have the gamut.
A lot of opportunities
Yeah.
for folks, yeah.
And you mentioned lacrosse, and I know we've talked about it a little bit. We have 3 basically new teams
Yep.
starting up this fall. I know we have in the fall we'll have wrestling, and then in the spring we'll have men and women's lacrosse.
yeah.
So have we hired people to take over those positions or done
Yep,
things?
so brand new sports we actually hired in July and August. So they've had a full year to recruit, which is, I
That's
think,
great.
it's necessary for any program that wants to start right.
Right.
And obviously the Director of Athletics, Meg Stevens, and Dr. Franks, they want to make sure we provide the right opportunities for teams to be successful right away.
We'll
So
probably
that-
try and talk to some of them next fall.
yeah.
Absolutely, that's a great idea.
So they've been extremely busy this year, getting recruits on campus for visits. Obviously, lacrosse have an excellent facility, brand new one right now. Wrestling is in the process of hopefully getting one, but that's going to, I think, be a little bit more of a process as well. But I think it's an exciting time for the school. Obviously, that's new students,
Right.
a new exposure to different sports, especially for me from England. Never been around lacrosse. Undergraduate, we
I
never had
know.
it, so I'm excited to see it actually live. I joined in with the staff clinic, which was awesome.
Oh, right. I missed that.
I realized that throwing was never a strength of mine, or catching, which is why I stuck with soccer. So
Yeah. Which comes in more-
It's served you well. I mean, truthfully.
I am
it has
fortunate that the feet have.
the feet.
The hands,
Feet
they
don't
still
fail
let
me
me
now.
down occasionally.
You know, that's so you stick with your sport.
Yeah.
Very good. So now, where can people find information about that?
So averettcougars.com for the summer camps.
On the magic interwebs.
Yep. And then click on the fan zone tab, and there's a link there for youth and summer camps.
Is there a phone number they can call for information, or is that I'm sure that's the best way to go? But can they call a number
Yeah,
too?
they can always call 434-791-5700. That'll take
Very
you through
good.
to Mavis, and she'll be able to direct you to any of the coaches. Online registration obviously is a little bit more convenient, but there is a lot
Can
of
they
the
pay
sports.
online also if
Yeah.
they're doing that?
So there's
Okay.
credit cards
So that'd be
accepted.
much easier. Yeah.
And then there's also the option to walk up on the day, but I wouldn't wait for that. Try and reserve your spot as quickly as possible.
Absolutely.
And that way, if the coaches are offering T-shirts, they can make sure they get your right size, and everything like that too. We want to make sure the kids have the best experience they can while they're here.
Very good. And they is it just the head coach, or do they have assistants, and who are those folks? Or
Especially speaking from a soccer standpoint, the men's and women's soccer coaches, assistants kind of run a majority of that, but we are out there helping. Obviously, the kids want to come and experience all the staff members. So we don't necessarily bring in external coaches. We have some of our local student athletes will come out and help out too, which is
so they
great.
get to meet some college players and get to meet them and talk about the life of college. Absolutely.
Yeah, trying to balance
And then
being a student and an
I mean,
athlete.
my son has done it quite a few times over the
Yeah.
years. So
What
it's
does he
like-
say about it?
He loves it. Oh, and he can't wait to go back to the. He does basketball and soccer.
Well, and you
he does
said he would-
soccer, both of those. 'Cause
Yeah.
He always wants to do the one camp day, and the next week does it again.
Gotcha.
So-
when you said he would do it all summer if he could.
Oh, he would absolutely.
Absolutely.
So Nick, he's only 13. Plans on coming here to play soccer.
Love
That's
it.
one of his first goals. So
Goals. That's funny. That's his goals.
my fault. No pun
You
intended.
set him up for it.
Although he did score
set
last
him
year
up.
on a corner kick, but you wouldn't even know what that is, would you?
I'm sure he was in trouble, so he was in the corner.
Yeah, and he kicked out. So
Absolutely.
speaking of next fall, which we didn't, but we will. What are you looking forward to, or challenges for going into your season next year?
I think the challenge is always how do you get the freshmen on the page as quick as you can and help them with that transition. The first semester is always tough. Obviously, they come in preseason right away, and then academics is thrown on top, which is it's number one. But you've got to try and drill that home a little bit quicker with them, so they can
Balance it right
time
from the
management
beginning.
and balance. But I'm excited. I mean, we returned 9 out of the 11 starters from
Okay,
this
that was
past
my
fall.
next question, so-
We only graduate 3 seniors out of the whole team. So the core group of players returning is exciting. We've spent a lot of time this spring season with them, developing them individually and as a team. So we don't necessarily have to rely too much on freshmen this year, but I think we've got probably 3 or 4 freshmen that can come in and potentially compete right away,
Right.
which is exciting too.
Great, super.
Excellent. Well, thank you very much for coming in and
no
visiting
problem.
with us and sharing all of the stuff about the sports that have been going so well, especially softball and tennis. And
Yeah.
we've got the summer camps coming up. And please look for those. It was averettcougars.com.
Yep, click on Fan Zone.
Fan Zone, and then go Fan Zone, and then go right down, and you'll be good to go. And find out all about that, and send your kids, send your grandkids, and they'll have a great time. But do sign up early,
Yep.
so that you can make sure you get the best experience that you can. So
And if you can't remember the 791-5700, just call 1-800-AVERETT and ask for athletics, and they'll get you there.
and they'll get you
Patch 'em
there.
through.
Absolutely. Well, thank you very much for coming
No,
down,
thanks.
Coach Wilson.
Appreciate
It's
that.
good to have you here.
Thank you.
Oh, shaking hands and everything.
Absolutely. We're bona fide. Let's go to commercial, and we'll be
okay.
right back. We've got another guest. You're going to love
No
this
way.
one. We've
Another
got
guest?
2 guests in one show.
I am floored.
It's going to be great. You're going to love this.
Well, that was good about homecoming. We'll talk
Homecoming
about
is
that
gonna
in the
be
fall.
so good this
Phil,
year.
you can. Oh,
Oh.
Phil's not. Phil is gone.
No,
I
no,
forgot.
Phil's
we have somebody
I
else
told
with
you
us.
we were going to have another guest.
Well, I didn't know she
This
would
is
just
very
like,
exciting.
appear like Mary Poppins.
Very good. Well, this is
you know.
Danielle Staub,
Well, welcome.
employee
Hi,
of Averett
guys.
University.
I'll
do you-
ask the first question.
Please do.
Who are you?
My name is Danielle.
Was he okay?
I work for Averett. I think I work somewhere close to where he works.
Oh, I'm so sorry.
yeah, I
that's
can hear
okay.
his voice sometimes
Yeah.
from my office.
So what is it you actually do for us?
Well, we're moving on up.
He sings. He does. He sings a lot. I do marketing and communications.
Oh, okay.
Yes.
So what do you do for
He's here to
that?
fire us.
Yeah,
That's
that's,
what they do. So
she's the FCC of the
of the
university.
ACC, yeah.
FCC of the ACC. Yeah.
Yeah, right. So, so
You
you're here
guys
to
are
talk
funny.
a little bit about
So
stuff.
I started in November
Okay.
of 2016. So I do internal and external communications. So you guys get an email from me every week, and you may get 2 emails from me every week, but you don't know they're coming from me all the time.
Surprise emails.
Yes,
I love
surprise
those.
emails.
Those are always our fun.
Ding, got one. Yeah. So,
Now you
now,
have.
are you from here? Are you from the area?
I'm
or do
not.
you
I'm not
some-
from here.
Okay.
I grew up north of Boston, in Massachusetts.
Whereabouts?
Boxford, a small little town called Boxford. It actually doesn't have any streetlights in
I have
it.
a friend that lives in Beverly, and I used to live in Rhode Island.
I used to
so
work
I grew
in
up in
I
Beverly.
visited that area many times
Very good,
over the
excellent.
years. so-
Beverly's beautiful.
Oh, yeah.
So where did you go to college?
Went to college at Marietta College in Marietta, Ohio.
Ohio.
It's about 5
Very good.
hours from here.
Excellent.
Small
now,
D3 school.
Yeah.
Now I understand you might have played some sports there also.
I did. So
Oh.
Phil coaches soccer. I played soccer.
Very good.
And
Now,
I ran track.
Oh, excellent.
Track. Gotta love track.
Absolutely. This is a track star right here.
Well,
You do hold a
Where?
record
Where were you a track star?
here at Averett.
Averett, sadly. I hold the shot put record at Averett
Oh.
because nobody else ever threw it.
Oh.
Which is why if we ever start a track team, I'll be totally embarrassed. The first throw, they'll go, "Hup, new record.
New record.
But your name will still
When
be
I was
on
at
the
Averett
plaque.
many years ago, they needed an extra person to start the track team, just to have enough to qualify. And so I was like, I don't do that. And they're like, you can go shot put. I said, that's that ball, a cannon? Okay. And I just threw it a few times and came in third one meet.
That's impressive.
Almost got first place, but I was so excited that I stepped forward, which,
Oh no, over the line. That's bad.
Oh, it's like those track nerves.
yeah, it
You're all
was. I was like,
excited.
woohoo!
Yep.
So, yeah.
nervous.
So, but what did you do in track?
I ran the 800, which
Okay.
is the worst
So no shot put,
possible
okay.
evil race you can ever run.
That's a long one.
That's
Yeah.
Think about an outdoor track. You have to run around that at a full sprint
Right.
twice.
Oh, okay. So
It's evil.
would I make it?
It's evil.
Not anymore.
Never. I don't think I could have. So.
So now what brought you to Danville?
I used to work for WDBJ 7.
Very
so
good.
I used to be a reporter in Danville. I was a Danville bureau chief.
So this isn't your first time on TV.
No, it's not.
Yeah,
but
she
it's
looked
the
pretty
most relaxed
comfortable.
time.
I know, really.
I'm
You're-
comfortable.
You're probably like, this is really not as stressful as the other. You know.
Hey,
She
you
doesn't even have
you
any
guys make
paper.
it fun. You guys make
know.
it fun.
Oh, well,
Doesn't even have
thank
any
you.
paper to look at.
The bad news is I think that means she's not firing us.
Oh, well. We'll be
That's
back
all right.
next
You
year.
guys have too much fun doing it.
So.
We do. We do.
Now, this says-
you have your own TV show also. Don't you do a show also?
It's not my own TV show.
Gotcha.
But Mark Aaron with River City TV.
Yep.
So it's the local Danville channel. We do a TV show on Facebook. So it's
Gotcha.
called Hometown
Right.
Happenings with your hometown university. And in the beginning of the month, we try to highlight everything that's happening that month so folks know what's going on. But we also lately have run across a lot of students, doing things in the community, what's called the Cougar Commitment. So
Oh, okay.
we're highlighting those students and what they're doing. Like we were just at West Main Baptist Church, and there's 3 interns there that help the students in the music department there on Palm Sunday. They had a big performance, and the students were great. They were great. They're really,
cool.
really getting into that.
One of them's one of mine, Allison Dotson.
Oh,
Major.
she's outstanding.
So it's
she was
because
one
of
the
you
s-
that she's
yeah.
so great.
Well, we like to think we had something to do with it. But,
Absolutely.
Yeah, this is her second year with that.
And she
I think
raved
this
about
is John's first year.
Yes.
He's in the music department.
Yes.
And Kelsey.
And she started
Flowers.
this semester.
She started this semester. So, yeah.
So now when we
And
brought
all 3 of them were in Anything Goes.
yeah, absolutely.
Yeah.
That was a good show too.
That was a good show.
We'll talk more about theater in a couple seconds.
Oh, okay.
So we got
Sorry.
space
No
for
more
gotta-
theater.
you gotta keep
well, because
track
I
of
could say my daughter's show was she did Legally Blonde the musical.
Okay,
And
okay.
Mark came and talked with the
That's
cast
right,
and-
that's right.
and
He's
Mimi
good about getting out in
with
the
that.
community and
yeah,
doing
it's
stuff,
it's
yeah.
great publicity because it gets people to understand and see what's out there, which I'm assuming that's what we're doing
Well,
with the Averett.
exactly,
getting the Averett
exactly.
name
And
out
he's
there.
very busy too. I mean, he's always talking about what's going on. And I
He's
know
the
a
hardest
lot.
working man in show business.
Yeah, it's true. There's a lot of people that watch and keep track and follow River City TV on Facebook though, because that's how people get their news
Yeah.
nowadays.
He needs a longer arm though, because that would,
Well, he's taller than everybody too,
Yeah, I
so
know.
he gets
So-
a little bit of the
he does
the
that.
good selfie.
It does help. So what are some of the programs you've done so far that we've followed?
So we're at West Main Baptist Church.
Right.
The month before that, we were highlighting Teach It Forward. That's with the Center for Community Engagement and Career Competitiveness.
CCECC?
Yes, the CCECC. They had a program where there were 8 groups of students at 8 locations throughout the community, and they went there every day, Monday through Friday, after school, and they helped the students
Oh, nice.
with
Okay.
homework. And then after they're done with homework, they played with them,
Right.
read books, and that was for over the span of 2 months. So they really build
Did they turn that into a
relationships.
contest or something?
It is, yeah. So it's not only, the students are not only there every day after school helping the students, but they get points. So each team, gets points when their members show up at the location. And then I don't know who won. I'm not 100% positive on which team won, but I do know that it was a tight,
www.averett.edu
Probably the one that came in first.
for details.
it was a tight,
Usually.
That's what
tight
I'm
race.
thinking.
Yeah.
Although,
Who came in first?
Well, we talked with Philip, whoever won there, the second place one got the pie. That's a better
That's
one to win.
true. So
but
that'd
here,
be a
first
way-
place probably got first.
I'm sure.
Yeah.
Yeah, absolutely.
They didn't kiss any pigs. Even though Mark was right, Mark got the picture of Dr. Franks kissing the
Kissing the
pig.
pig.
Yeah,
That's fun.
yeah. It was
Very
all
good.
Mark.
Now, we asked you to come for a special reason because
You did.
we were just overwhelmed on Thursday when the special announcement happened last Thursday.
That was
And
huge.
Yes.
that's a big, but there's so much information about it. We brought you because I really feel like you're better read up on it than we are. So can you tell us
Better read
tell
up.
us about the big
Big enough.
news?
Yeah. Can you tell everyone what
Well,
it
we
was?
had a lot of people come out,
Yep.
and we revealed our campaign for Maine.
Okay.
So this is
like
a-
Main Street.
Well, we're on West Main Street.
Maine, as in New England.
Oh,
Like-
yeah,
like, hold
the
on,
state.
try third time's the charm, right? Main
Main
Hall.
Hall.
The
On the campus
original
of
building of
Averett
Averett University.
University.
Yeah.
When you're driving down West Main Street, the huge, beautiful, iconic building, historic building with the pillars in the front, you know,
Yeah,
right?
yeah,
Do
yeah.
you go into that building at all, Dan?
When I can.
We did many years ago, didn't we?
Absolutely.
When it was Averett College.
There you go. There you go. So Dan walks up the hall, or walks up the road to Main Hall every day.
Every day.
Well,
asked-
sometimes he's on that scooter.
Yep. That'll be a whole
have you
other
not
show.
seen? Have you not seen the
That'll
scooter?
which
I have
camera
not.
will
That will come out later this spring. I'm sorry, in the summer he'll go up and down on that scooter of his. It's a little-
Anyways.
yeah, it's a kid scooter. They love it.
So what?
We
what's
kicked off our campaign for Maine. So we revealed our 10-year renovation plan for the residence halls at
Okay.
Averett University.
So 10-year.
So we're starting with Main Hall.
Okay.
I mean, and this is a huge project. This is huge news
So how long
for
is that going
Averett.
to take? Is that going to take like 3 years to build this, to do Main Hall?
No, you'd be surprised.
She said 10.
So, no.
See, you confuse
So
it with numbers.
wait for this.
See,
wait
that's
for
why we
this.
brought her, because
Yeah.
we have
So-
no idea what's
Okay.
going on.
So 10 years.
So the 10-year plan
but
isn't
our
really 10
first-
years.
It is 10 years, but we wanted to show the community our investment in Averett, our investment in the community.
Right,
and
right.
we're
And our
expanding
investment in students.
and renovating, exactly. We're renovating our residence halls because of student demand. So more students are interested and wanting to live on campus. And our residence halls, have not been updated in a really long time.
Since like 1940, I think.
Yes. So we have had a $2.5 million anonymous donation to start
Yeah.
this campaign for
Super.
Maine, and we
That's
need to
great.
raise $2 million over the next 12 months.
It seems like with
So
all
do-
the alumni
okay.
that are out there, we should be able to do that.
Especially
I
ones
mean,
when
Dan
they look
would know.
I would
And-
think when they look at this and they see, and a lot of those will people who go, I used to live there in that dorm. Or I
Exactly.
would visit people in that dorm.
Or all the people that own businesses in Danville and are proud of the people that have graduated from Averett and are
Yeah.
now employees at their business.
Right.
And they want to support more people coming to Averett. And that's happening. And it'd be great to be able to get some community support on
So
that as well.
for those who are watching who might want to, are interested, when will all this start?
The
That's the big
plan
question.
is for the construction to start in the summer of 2018. So
That's
not
next year.
Exactly. That's why we're raising $2
This
million
guy is
in 12
smart.
months.
Nothing gets by him.
And so the construction starts then, but it will be ready for the students in the fall of 2018. So the construction will not be happening during the school year.
So they're going to do all of that in 2 months?
They have a
Or
plan.
3? Mm-hmm. So
It's gonna be extreme
will it
home
be after
makeover.
the summer school sessions, or will summer school start and they'll start like,
Well,
is it like,
think-
you know what I
think
mean, will it
about
happen
Main
right after
Hall.
graduation?
Right. So we're just doing Main Hall. That's the first
So
step.
we can have them live in the dorms, or the other dorms that are not being renovated.
Main
Gotcha.
Hall's the first
Right.
step, and then we will reveal what
Okay.
the next plans are over the
Got
next
it.
10 years.
Okay.
That's pretty big, guys.
That
This is
pretty big.
huge.
You know, this is
So
like,
it's all going to be done in one summer.
well, for the main hall.
Yes.
Main Hall.
Yes.
Yes.
And then we'll continue to raise the money to do the other halls.
And think about it. When you were in college, a great dorm room is important. And that's what our students want. And not only the dorm rooms, there'll be, more than 50 new dorm rooms, renovated dorm rooms in Main Hall.
Gotcha.
And the top of the penthouse in Main Hall, there'll be a community kitchen and
Oh.
group study rooms.
Wow. I mean, the top with
The penthouse, the top.
Where the little stage is and the little cupola.
place that was
up on
always
top
off
there.
limits that
Yeah.
everybody
Well,
went to
yeah,
anyway.
nobody goes up there now, obviously,
And
but
nobody did when we were students either. Well, that's super. That's,
It
that's
is.
an amazing.
It's very
That's exciting.
It was pretty exciting to be out there and to listen to that and watch it and just go, especially for alums who have, or some of us who have come back to work here to see the school putting like you said, the investment
investment in the
back
student.
into our buildings and our students. You
Well,
know,
we're
students,
growing.
you
We're
know,
growing.
We are, and they need good, really good places to live in, and that's a
Exactly.
great way to do it. So that the next time you go, oh, here's another one we're going to redo, and here's another one, so that it's all done.
that's promising for the students that
Yeah.
are coming to Averett or looking at Averett. And
To get to see that that
Exactly.
commitment's there, yeah. Excellent. Well, that's very exciting.
Yeah, that is. That's
It was
cool.
neat. It was neat that day that we got to have lunch out on the lawn,
Oh,
and the
freak,
band
you
was
know.
there playing, and it was a really nice day. But it's a lot of information to pack into
It was
one.
a little
day,
bit
so-
warm, but that's just me.
Well,
You
that's
know,
okay.
Anytime it gets over 70 and hits 80, I'm
Absolutely.
like, oh, it's 80.
there was a lot of community members there too, city
Yeah.
leaders.
Right. Board of Trustees were in town also, weren't they?
Absolutely.
Exactly. So everyone, it was a big community event.
Community event, yeah.
Very good.
Super.
Well, thank you very much for coming and
Thanks for
sharing
having
with us
me.
all of that.
Anything else you wanted to talk about, or was that
I
pretty
don't.
much
I
it?
don't think so. I'm gonna leave it to you guys. I think you have it under control.
Well, my tie I don't have it under control. I forgot my tie clasp, so it's moving everywhere. It's because it's John Laughlin. John Laughlin, if you're watching, yes, I'm wearing one of your ties. There you go.
There
Okay.
you go.
Well, Danielle, thanks for being with us today. We
Of course.
appreciate it.
Thank you so much for coming in. We'll tell you what, we'll go to commercial. When we come back, we're going to bullet through some great information for you.
Thank you, Dan.
Okay.
Thank you. Or
Yep.
should I shake? Can I shake your
Oh,
hand?
absolutely.
Oh, you can.
Phil,
You can.
Phil did.
Phil did. Yeah.
Gotta be like Phil.
Very good. Thank you, Danielle.
Thanks. So that was a great logo for what they're about to do. For
That's
the big
that's the
campaign.
one they unveiled on
Cool.
Thursday.
Yeah, on Thursday. Yeah.
Very good.
So-
So we've got lots of other things to talk about, but
We do. We had
obviously
some,
probably the most important is to make sure we talk about the theater.
Well,
Well, there's two. I think alumni stuff is pretty important.
Yeah.
But we'll let you go first because
Well, thank you. We did just finish our last production of the year. It was a few weeks ago. We did Vanya, Sonia, Masha, and Spike.
it was fun.
It was a kind of a wacky little quirky comedy. Three siblings named after Anton Chekhov, the great Russian playwright, named after his characters from his plays, and they deal with family and this and that. Spike is just the kind of the boyfriend along. But we had nice crowds for that. It was a good show, a great chance for the students to delve into some good comedy. And everything, and then we'll get ready for the fall. And we're not quite done with that. We have students who have shows coming up. I think on Wednesday is
Right.
directing scenes.
Yes, yes.
Mr. Finney, Jackie Finney has a directing class, and so they'll be doing some directing scenes. And then two more of our students.
Now, we typically don't really, that's not something we really invite the community
No,
to. They
we
can
don't.
come if they want to, but we
Yeah,
don't really
this,
invite
this
them.
is it's their class are doing them for other classes. Is what
Right,
they are.
right.
But it's still our theater majors doing things and keeping active.
Right.
They have senior projects they have to do. Everyone that graduates as a theater major has to do a project of some sort. One person has done sound design, one has done costumes, two are doing performing in a play or directing, things like that.
Gotcha,
So,
gotcha.
and all that, we also had this last weekend the Averett Singers and the band. The band played on Friday night, and they were great. They were fabulous. And then on Sunday afternoon was the Averett Singers
Singers.
concert. So that kind of wrapped up the spring
Good turnout
season
for both of
music.
those
Yep,
also,
yep.
yeah.
Another good thing like that. So it was. It's always good to hear them, especially now the band is growing more and more. The singers sounded beautiful, and they, as you know, they sang a lot of times at the national anthem for a lot of our sporting events this last year. And the pep band was out there. Janet was getting them at the basketball and other games along the way.
Gotcha.
So we had a pretty busy year in theater. Now we get to relax We're just about ready to announce our shows for next season, but we're not there yet. We're waiting on a couple of things.
Great.
Otherwise, I would announce them today.
And a lot of our students travel out during the summer and they do summer stock.
We
kinds
do.
of
We
things,
have some of them doing
presentations.
summer stock. Hopefully, one will be going down to North Carolina for the summer. We've got Corey, who just graduated. He's working at King's Dominion this summer as a performer. We've got a couple of other alums who are busy doing shows. One just got cast to do Chicago, the musical, down in Florida again at the Venice Theater. That's Denisha. She graduated a couple of years ago.
Yes, yes.
She has, knock on wood, as we say, not been out of work as an actor yet. So it's kind of good. We want and urge all of our students to go off and do shows in the summer.
Right.
Summer stock, as we call it. Give them a chance to earn professional credit. Some of them make a little bit of money doing that. And then some just go and work and take classes and things like that. We have a whole trip that's going to New York, a whole class.
That'll be
and they'll
neat.
go there for 3-4 days and they'll see 3-4 Broadway productions. Mr. Finney takes all of them up there and just go up in the train, and it's really a lot of fun. And anyone can go on that. So we've had people who have signed up for the class that are not theater majors, so they're theater minors, or sometimes it's alum that go.
Gotcha, and get a
say-
chance to
and
see
get a
New
chance to
York
see
with
New
some
York.
experts.
Yes, yeah. So that's always good.
Because it can be overwhelming to get up there and do.
The first time you visit a place like that, it can be a little overwhelming. I visited first time in '76. That was my first show, the first ones I saw on Broadway, and it was a chorus line, which was just amazing. But just getting off the bus in high school, and it was like, whoa, New York City. And now even today, it's even bigger and things like that.
Right, sure enough.
Yeah, so that's what we're doing in my neck of the neighborhood. Anything new with alumni
We
stuff?
have a lot of activity going on this spring.
Okay.
A lot of alumni are stepping forward and helping out with running events. We've got a soccer reunion this weekend. Coming
great.
up on
Okay.
Friday and Saturday
Super.
with Phil. The
Oh,
men's
Phil, tell us
soccer
about
team.
that. Oh, he can't
was,
tell us
he
about
was
that.
right
Okay.
there.
Should have asked him
But he
about
came and we've got students coming from all over the East Coast to come back and see what's going on campus and all those kinds of things. Then the week following that, the same day as graduation, which is May 6th,
Right.
we have our spring reunion, which is when we have our alumni that graduated 50 years ago come back and get a chance to participate in graduation, get a tour of campus, get a chance to see each other, kind of
Okay.
compare notes and talk with each other. It's a great chance to tell some of the stories. We always take a chance to say, okay, all the statute of limitations is over. You can't be charged with anything that you did.
It's
We
not in
want to
your
hear
file.
where you kept it, what you did to make it happen.
What'd you do for fun?
That's
things
right,
like
all that
yeah.
kind of stuff. We love to find out
Well,
those
alumni
stories.
have great stories. And I think after the announcement that was made this week, I think it'll be great for them to go, oh, cool.
Exactly.
Hopefully
We're looking
they'll
forward
get a
to
little
that
more
and-
active
and
into your department, so
Absolutely,
to say.
absolutely. So fundraising is an important part. On Friday, we have a special event where we match our graduating seniors
Okay.
with influential alumni in the area. And if you're an influential alumnus and would like to come join us, give me a call. Just call Averett at 791-5600 and ask for the alumni guy, and they'll get you connected with
Dan
me.
Hayes.
And I can share information with you about how to be
Cool.
involved in that. It's going to be a good event. It's a chance for seniors to get a chance to start working their networking skills and meeting people that they don't know and learning more, especially about Danville and that jobs are available right here in this area because Danville's growing all the time.
Okay. I noticed on the script we were looking at earlier, you have the word toy.
Yep, that's Teacher of the Year.
Ah.
What we find is
Right.
that
We have held that. We have sponsored or held it on our campus the last few years.
it's like
haven't
8
we?
years now, 8 or 9
Yeah.
years now.
Okay.
And because what happens is of all the schools in the county, usually about half of the teachers that receive the Teacher of the Year award at their school are Averett alumni. So Dr. Franks took the opportunity takes the opportunity to invite them. And actually, something we didn't mention is that today we're coming to you straight from the President's Box
We are
at
indeed.
the Frank Campbell Stadium on the North Campus. And this year, the Teacher of the Year reception will be in here, in the President's Suite.
Super.
So it'll be a chance for them to come and be honored by the president.
Right.
And it's good to get a chance to recognize not just teachers. Teachers all deserve some honor, but these are teachers that have gone above and beyond. A
Right.
lot of times, the schools do it differently, but a lot of times the schools, it's a peer election kind of thing. All the teachers in the school are voting to say, this is who we
Right,
think
that's who
is
we
the best
choose,
right
yeah.
now. And it's kind of a neat opportunity to honor those people. And so about half of the teachers of the year are usually Averett alumni, and we're very proud of that. We've had a teaching program for a long time.
You have anything happening that's other than in Danville, don't you?
We have plans. We're working. If you're watching in the Martinsville area, if you're close to Martinsville, Axton, that area, we're looking forward to hopefully this August having an event there in Martinsville.
Okay.
So
Because I know we've held things like at VIR a
Yep,
couple of
sure
times. I know
enough.
we were out there for the
chump car race.
Yeah,
that was fun.
Because Nicholas thinks I should enter my truck.
That's not nice. That's unnecessary.
I'm not sure
No,
I could make it that many trips around.
That's right.
And you'd have to do too much
24
work.
hours, yeah.
24 hours to drive in that truck would blow up.
I would love to run.
But we
run
had a
that
lot of
race
fun.
sometime.
Dan will do a lot of things with alumni, and that's what's great to be able to stay in touch and find out what we're doing in your area. I know we have other alums that host
Absolutely.
parties along the way.
If you
and
would like to host an
gatherings.
event, just give us a call and let us know. Say, I really think we should have an event going to, what's the theme park down in Charlotte? What's the big
Cedar Park? No, Cedar Grove? No, Park something.
big theme park?
Yep.
Or if we wanted to go to Water Country
Carowinds.
in Carowinds.
Carowinds,
Or if we
that's
wanted
what
to
it
go to
was.
Water Country in Greensboro. If we go together as an alumni group,
Right.
we get a discount.
Okay.
So it's a good way to be able to leverage. It's not even, we don't even talk about Averett. Let's just go
So like
and be
Busch
friendly
Gardens in
together.
Williamsburg, Virginia.
Exactly.
Or Kings Dominion
we've
to
done
see
both of those.
an
to
Averett
see
alum.
Ja'Cory.
He's like the third or fourth of our students who has worked there over the years.
That's great. That's exciting.
So-
And then, of course, we've got people should put it on their calendar now. That weekend in October 20 through 22,
It's
we've
on
got
mine.
homecoming.
Yes.
And we'll have.
Will we have the hometown party again, or
Yep.
am I putting you on the spot?
No, we're going to be doing the hometown party.
Okay.
And the community's invited to join us for that. Tickets will be for sale on campus, in the
Okay.
bookstore. Great alumni like this one, we'll be selling them. We'll have them available all over town, and it's going to be a good party. It's a good chance to sit down, have a good dinner, then dance the night away, or
Listen to
talk the
music
night
or
away
talk.
with a
Yeah,
DJ.
it's really a lot of fun.
It's great.
It's a lot of things for everybody.
It's
to
been
do.
really exciting now that we have a DJ. It's easier to talk over the DJ, and
Well, you don't have to worry about other
Absolutely.
things when they're going to take a break.
right, exactly.
You can just go up and go. By the way, we're doing an announcement. Oh,
Stop.
okay. And they fade the music down.
Super. So those some of the events coming up. We've got other events that are going on out of town, but I figured I'd focus on those. The
That's a
ones
good
that are
idea.
nearby.
Yeah. Okay.
So very good. Now, did you hear about the announcement that Piper, which is a company that makes
Piper
airplanes,
Aircraft?
that
Yeah.
we have a partnership with them now? Did you hear about that?
Well, I did. I looked at it earlier and saw that we launched an aviation alliance
Yep.
to provide training aircraft, as well as student scholarships, sponsorships, maintenance, and instructor training and enhanced marketing support. It's an 8-year agreement, which is great because it gives our students time to grow into that and find out what really works,
Right.
to make it really good for that because they have new Archer TX training aircraft for the university, which will be great to have.
Absolutely.
As long as the training, the maintenance, the instructors that go with it. And they're going to provide support by offering sponsorships, as you said, and scholarships.
Yep.
Scholarships is, for
So
students,
important.
so important, and it really makes a big difference when you are like, well, I'm in aviation and I wish they had something for us, and they do, especially being a smaller school as we are. To get scholarships or sponsorships is a great thing. So I'm looking forward to that.
The big advantage is really going to be, I think you'd be surprised to see that the dashboard in a small 2-seater airplane is very similar to the dashboard in an airplane that carries 400 people. And up till now, we've been it's been a training aircraft. So we have, in an airline, everything's made everything looks like a TV screen.
Oh.
But we were flying
Like a
things
simulation.
with dials and manual knobs to turn and all that kind of stuff. So when they got to a new airplane, it was starting from scratch. Now they'll have a chance to be flying the same equipment, sometimes higher technology than they'll have when they get a first job in an
Okay.
airline. So they'll be able to have that current, up-to-date equipment right from the beginning.
Well, and I have a quote from Simon Caldecott. He's the Piper president and CEO.
Of course.
He said, "We are thrilled that Averett University has agreed to join the prestigious group of flight training institutions who have formed aviation alliances with us. We are even more pleased to be part of Averett's growing flight program and look forward to supporting their promotional initiatives as they recruit some of the best and brightest talents. And I really think that really will help us to recruit students in the aviation aeronautics
Absolutely,
program.
absolutely. Having new exciting stuff. Speaking of new exciting stuff,
Yeah.
did you hear about, for a long time, the city has hosted a program called Leadership Southside.
Oh, yeah,
And it's a
yeah.
class that takes professionals in the area and teaches them how the overall running of an area goes. So that if it was all started because there was all of the city council members from a city in Arkansas were all in the same airplane, and that plane crashed, and nobody knew how to run the city anymore. All that institutional knowledge went out. So a lot of chambers of commerce have started this Leadership Southside that allows people to learn about how the city runs.
Oh, okay.
Where, who makes these decisions?
Right.
Why is this decision happening? What's the overall plans of the area? And they found out that really needed to be expanded to even younger people, students in high school, to help them to understand what's going to make the city run and all that
So
kind
it's
of
sort
stuff.
of like a junior leadership.
And that's what they call it. That's brilliant. They call it Junior Leadership
What a great
Southside.
idea.
And
Now that one, do they have like a program, or a month-long, week-long?
it's a
What do they-
week-long program that
Okay.
they come to Averett's campus,
Got it?
and we're partnering with the Middle Border Forward folks, the folks down there, to coordinate this year's Junior Leadership Southside. It's a one-week program that provides leadership orientation and development to high school juniors and seniors
Oh, okay.
in a week.
Wow. That's
So
really great.
it originally started in 2007, 2008. The leadership Southside class started this Junior Leadership Southside,
Okay.
and the Chamber of Commerce's board of directors agreed to house it. But now Averett's taking it over through the Center for Community Engagement and Career Competitiveness, which is, of course,
CCECC.
very good. Absolutely.
goodness I had that one
So,
and not the other.
And this year we're partnering with the Middle Border Forward folks, and that's kind of neat.
Okay.
So the neat kind of thing that goes along with this is that after the first year of Junior Leadership Southside, Averett University took the initiative to say that they would offer a $5,000 scholarship to anybody that goes through that program. Sorry, I think I just spit on you there.
You did a little bit.
That
That's
was-
okay.
Sorry about that. But so that's effective. That's $20,000
Yeah.
that people can get for college by going through this program.
Right.
So,
Now, people can't apply for that now, though. It's,
no,
I
that
think we're already
tho-
past that, right?
Those closed in early April.
Okay.
And
but
so now
they'll be
we're up to
announcing
it.
those. So maybe next time.
Maybe next time we'll have more
Right.
information about that. Yeah, sure
Okay.
enough. Good stuff. And Danielle told us about the Teach It Forward challenge, but I didn't know if you had anything else you wanted to
No, I
say
just know
about
there
that.
was a competition between college kids, a mentoring and tutoring program. And I do have a quote from one of our students who says, we're not only helping them, but they're helping us as well. So it's kind of like a good experience. And that was Raven Johnson who said that, a Averett student.
Excellent, excellent.
They've been flooding, as she said, the
Isn't he a
churches.
basketball player?
Raven?
Yeah.
If it wasn't that he was a she,
Oh,
Raven is.
Whoops.
Yeah. But she is a basketball player.
Good.
Yes, on our women's basketball team. Yeah. But also other students have been going around the churches and youth centers all over to do what they call Teach It Forward. And that comes from, years ago, there was a movie called Pay It Forward. And you do something nice for a person,
Right,
like you're in
right.
line at the toll booth and you pay for the person behind you.
right.
And then they, in fact, do that somewhere down the road for another person. They help the kids with their homework, as she said. They have fun. And Raven says she does play basketball at Averett, so they like to challenge her on that. She usually plays one-on-one with them. And she's pretty good. She's fairly tall. I think she's still young this year, but she's gonna get that. Most of the students don't say though. They get points and it's all about winning, as she said.
Right.
But that's not really why they all do it.
Right.
It's the experience of working with those other students, like the Boys and Girls Club. You get to see hundreds of kids a day, and it really is a nice extra thing that they get to do.
Right.
So,
the competitive part is probably, it's a chance to give it something to center around, a way
Right.
to prove,
Well-
and to be able to show the amount of effort they've put in.
and college students spend so much time working on what they're going to do, their career,
Right.
that this is a way to go, remember what life is like for the younger kids, generation, young people, who they once were. So it reminds them to be reminded basically of the little things in life.
So Raven Johnson, one
Yeah.
of her quotes she had was, even though in school it can be really stressful, but the students remind me that there is happiness. Isn't that neat?
It is, yeah. And I would hope she'd be happy anyway, but
There you
that's
go.
okay. We also have the other thing, we have the CCECC.
Yes.
They lead
They're
the
busy
community.
over there.
They're always busy over there. According to SET TV, Danville TV, if you're looking for ways to get involved with the community on the south side, Averett has a new way, they said. It's called serve365.org.
Sounds like a website.
It does, and it might just be. It's an online volunteer resource. It's a
Very-
partnership with Den River Nonprofit Network. So
Right.
It's a great way to get involved with things.
So what do they do? I mean, do you just find out what nonprofits are doing, or?
Well, nonprofits can post things they need help with. Volunteers can decide. I mean, like Habitat for Humanity might be one that would get on there to say, we're building a house, we need donations, we need this.
Or we need volunteer time,
or we
so
need
people can sign up
volunteers.
to help?
Yes, they can.
Okay.
Rachel Covington, Assistant Director of the CC of the Community Engagement, told us this. So this is a regional hub for our entire region. We really want to encourage our whole community to jump on that bandwagon and really create a culture of service in our entire region. And Averett is excited as usual to be a leader in that.
That's neat.
So
That's
right
neat.
now there's about 50 to 60 organizations on there. And again, if you want to be a part, you can go to serve365.org and follow those instructions and join on in.
Very good. So
So-
people can, I mean, it's great to talk about how all these Averett students have been serving and the
Right.
number of hours they've put up, but this is an opportunity for the whole community to jump in and be able to serve
and be a
as
part
well.
of that, yeah.
That's-
And Averett, I mean, I think Averett's always getting involved with things like that. And you sort of change or get into programs that can help you a little bit more with what you're doing. Like the newest apps that we have now
Right.
For student and staff that we're launching.
Yeah.
You know,
I've heard something about that in our internal newspaper, but I was wondering,
Well,
can you tell me more about it?
Yeah, basically it comes down to safety.
Oh,
You
God.
know,
well,
we're always worried about that. You
Absolutely.
never, you know, with everything that's going on in the world today.
Is the 10th anniversary
You know, I
of the
know a lot of
Virginia
parents
Tech
always put those
tragedy?
machines on, put the apps on their phone to track their kids and this and that. Well, we have a new one that was co-created by Virginia Tech Survivor. You mentioned that.
Yes.
And the app is used by, I can't tell you how many colleges and private universities use this in our nation.
Right.
It's called Live Safe.
Gotcha.
You can, once you download it, and which is very simple, even I was able to do it on my phone, Dan.
Really?
And if I had my phone with me, I would show you. There's great apps on it, such as you could have a friend say, "Hey Dan, I'm walking home. Could you watch me walk?" And then you both have the app. You just click on it, and it follows that person, and you can say, "Yep, I got you. Yeah, you're at your house." Boom.
So I know you're safe.
I know you're safe. I know your location. It gives you your location. You can report tips like car accidents. So you see a car accident, or there's
Probably vandalism
or drug abuse even. And the best thing about it is you're not being a snitch on something like this. You can go, you know what? I saw something. I'm worried about it, but I can tell you anonymously.
Gotcha.
So nobody even has to know. And all you do is there's a whole line of like 15 things that you can check on. And when you push on it and push the button and say anonymous, it goes to the right source. So if you said someone's got a flat tire,
Gotcha.
boom, it's going to get to security so they can call the tow truck to come here and fix your flat.
That's neat. So now with this, I mean, we can get
Yeah.
rid of a lot of the other things that we have. Do you think?
Well,
Like other systems that we've had, do we get rid of those?
I think what we have had, the early alert system that Averett has had, will segue into this.
Gotcha.
So I know that people can still use that for right now. We still have all those other ones in place, because you don't want to just say this is the only way to do it.
Right.
So you'll still have other ways
Okay.
to do that along the way.
Okay.
So this is just another tool for helping us keep aware of what's going on in our environment.
Excellent.
To me, and for reporting things to anyone and everyone that needs it.
Gotcha. That's a neat opportunity. That's a neat way to enhance the safety on campus.
Right. And again, I told you, you can have someone watch you walk, or you can watch somebody walk. You can just say, "Watch my friend walk."
Right. And that's probably how they'll communicate emergencies to us on campus if there's a tornado or a hurricane.
Yeah, and it's a great thing for parents. Your kids going to school, hop on to get that app and put in the Averett one, and so you can follow whatever alerts we get, your parents will get too. So we've had moments where there was a tornado. Years ago, we had one that came through town, and that's a great thing for parents to be able to go, okay, there was a tornado.
Do I need to worry?
Do I need to worry? Oops, nope, they're all good. I can see
Yep.
where my kid is. They're taking care of it. It missed Danville.
Right.
It was actually in Kansas. We got a mistake. Things like that. So I think it's going to be a great tool to have and really help us move forward as we go. That's a great script.
Very good. That's my favorite page.
That's your favorite. That's my favorite page too. So I think that, in a nutshell, is what that is. And I wish I had my phone. I would show you some of the apps that it has, because it has a couple of different things, and you can chat with people.
Excellent. Well, if folks go,
So-
if folks go to the local TV stations,
Right.
covered it, and they can find out more information on there. I'm sure.
Right.
Absolutely.
Yeah, they can.
So super. Well, this has been a great show. We've had
Yeah,
a lot
this
of
is super.
information to pass out.
I may have to just go to Chick-fil-A and get myself something to drink after
Absolutely.
this. That
Absolutely.
would be good.
Blatant product placement.
Oh, I forgot that they're, yeah.
Because they are a Team Averett sponsor. And
Right.
We're proud to have them on board.
But I drink Diet Coke, so. Oh, no, they're one of our people too.
They are
aren't
too. Yeah, you're good.
Well, people, sponsors.
Our
so.
people.
Well, I guess, Dan, this is it until
For the year,
next fall.
until the fall, until we hit them in. It's either August or September. I'll have
One
to
of
get
those
with the
two,
folks,
yeah.
with our executive producer Gracie, and
Right, to
get
talk
with
to
her and find
Gracie
out what's
about
going
that.
on.
So
So we're in the president's box of the Frank Campbell
Yeah.
Stadium, overlooking the Daly Field.
which I hope we'll see some of you out here for football next fall and for soccer.
Football, soccer, and then lacrosse in the spring. Absolutely.
There we have it. So that'll be great. Well, I guess that's it. I'm Richard Breen.
I'm Dan Hayes, and this was the
Averett
Averett Show.
Have a good summer.